Can you fill that void in your life by purchasing something new? This video is about things, finances, and happiness, and how you can make the right choices. There are two schools of thoughts on finances, happiness, and lifestyle. One school of thought is what I call just buy it. It says that you should buy whatever you want. Don't worry about the finances. Live your life as if there is no tomorrow. So go on a shopping spree whenever you want to. Buy that brand new car that has just been released. The other school of thought is don't buy anything extra. Basically, lead your life as if you will live forever. So basically, whenever you want to go on a shopping spree or want to buy that expensive car, you think, should I really buy this thing? Can I really afford it? Which school of thought is right? While we can sit and debate on this topic for a long time, the fundamental problem is that this is the wrong question to ask. The first question that you should be asking is not which of the two options is right. The first question you should be asking is, why do I want to buy this thing? Why do I want to go on a shopping spree? Why do I want to buy that brand new car? There's a clear 3-step process to go about resolving this. The first step is to ask the question, why do I want to buy that thing? For example, if it's an expensive car, you ask, why do I want to buy that expensive car? There are 3 possible answers to this question. The first one is I really need it and it will solve a specific problem in my life. For example, it will enable me to go on road trips or commute to office every day. The second possible answer is it will bring me happiness. Now, this is a bit tricky because usually something cannot bring you happiness on its own. So you should ask a couple more times, will this really bring me happiness over the medium or long term, not just over a few days or weeks? The third possible answer, of course, is no, I don't need this thing. I don't need the car. If this is the answer, then you stop. Don't buy it. Now, if your answer is either 1 or 2, you go to step 2, which is called try before you buy. Before we dive into step 2, please take a moment to hit the subscribe button if you want more tips on financial freedom and career development. In the second step, try before you buy, you actually try out the thing that you want to buy to prove your answers from step 1. Now, this may not be possible for everything, but it is surprisingly possible for a lot of things that you want to buy. For example, if it's a car, can you rent the same car for 2 weeks to try it out? Or if it's a house that you want to buy, can you rent a similar house in a similar location for a couple of months? There are 3 possible outcomes in this step. 1, there's no possible way to rent out or try this thing. If that is the case, think again, because as I talked about with the car and the house, there's always some way to do so. The second possibility is that you actually try it or rent it, and you decide that it does solve a specific need in your life, and that it brings you happiness. The third possibility is that you conclude that it doesn't solve any need, nor does it bring you happiness. But if you really wanted to buy something and concluded that it doesn't solve a specific need or doesn't bring you happiness, you should ask yourself, am I trying to fill a void in my life with this new thing? Usually, impulsive buying or shopping is because you're unhappy with something in your life. You can't fix it by buying things. Find the root cause of the unhappiness in your life and fix that first. If the result of step 2 is either 1 or 2, then go to step 3. In step 3, ask yourself, do I have the money or the means to buy this thing? Again, there are 3 possible answers to this question. The first one, yes, I do have the money to buy it. The second is, I don't have the money, but I can take a loan. And the third is, I do not have the money and I cannot even take a loan. If this is your conclusion, of course you don't buy that thing. You cannot buy that thing. Now I know that this is a moot point, but I'm still putting it here because many of us desire to buy things where we do not remotely have the resources to do so. But if you did conclude with this, you can always resolve to grow your finances and your career to become capable of buying this thing. And that's what you should do. Focus on that instead of trying to focus on how to buy this thing. Now, if your conclusion is 2, where you have to take a loan, don't buy it. It's not worth the complications or the stress that it brings on your finances and your career. Do exactly what you would do if you concluded your answer is 3. Make yourself capable of having the means to buy this thing. If your conclusion is indeed number 1, I do have the money, then this means that this thing solves a specific need in your life, brings you happiness, and you have the money to buy it. So, what are you waiting for? The important thing to remember though is that instead of asking, should I lead a luxurious life or should I lead a frugal life, you should always ask at each point, why do I want to buy this thing? Can I afford it comfortably and stress-free? Also remember that you can't fill that void in your life by buying something new. And if you want to know the number one thing that can change your finances and your career, watch this video.